Holy shoot, Rick!
Are you gonna be annoying? Are you gonna be annoying?
Hello everyone, and welcome back. Can I just say, and all I want to say, I am not looking forward to this reaction. Not because I don't want to watch The Walking Dead, but because of what's happened in the last episode. I know for a fact, unless we just get some out of nowhere prequel episode, this is just going to be drama and conflict, within group conflict, and you know how I feel. If you saw my last reaction, you know that it gets under my skin, so... Oh, there's no way that that's not happening. Unless we just get some sidetrack, you know, but look, let's get straight into it. Imagine having to shoot Sophia, man. The thing is what Shane's actions have we've at least found her, but... At least we know, that's all I'm saying. At least we know from all of that. Poor Herschel as well. You know, that's his wife and that's her mother. And they did not want that way, man. They did not ask for that. Oh, oh, T-Dog. Oh, so they're really just going full... Jesus Christ, man. You think you're going to be staying now? Well, Shane thinks he's protecting Laurie, but nah, man. He has not thought about the potential consequences of what's just happened.
Looking for her, and she was in there all along.
Oh, of course, man.
You knew.
Leave alone.
Just get your hands off me.
God's sake, Shane.
You knew, and you kept it from us. Otis put those people in the barn. Maybe he found her and put it in there before he was killed.
The
And you expect me to believe that? What do I look like?
Let me think. Shane's not going to sit there and think, oh, if I had not killed Otis, maybe we would know. Like, he's the single-sightedness of this man, and you can tell how much it irritates me because it is really getting under my skin. He's now blaming Herschel, and he's blaming them, being like, oh, Sophia was here this whole time. It's like, dude, just shut up. I know that they were already dead, and that's our belief, but that's not everyone's belief.
Get him off my land! Let me tell you something,
Yes,
man.
Hey, don't touch him!
Whoa.
Haven't you done enough?
I mean it. Off my land.
Wow, all of them. You see, I can understand a sliver of why Shane did it, but he did not think twice about what that meant, and this is the consequence, and no one else is to blame about that.
No, he's not like that. He opened his home to us. It was all endangerment. He kept a barn full of walkers. I was handling it. You just went ahead and had us out in those woods looking for a little girl that every single one of us knew was dead.
And he's blaming Rick. Again. Of course he is.
That guy. You handled it, huh?
For God's sakes, already conflict, and it's already got me pausing and arguing with myself. Here we go. Are we ready? No.
Did you know she was in the barn?
Oh yeah. Whoa. She didn't even know what they look like though, so how could you technically ask that? Like, you see, look at her face.
Well, maybe in some weird way this is for the best.
It's not the best, but it's the only positive.
So now you just move on.
If we can.
I think she's gonna leave her.
So what happens now?
I think she's gonna go with
Bury her.
Glenn for some reason. That's the thing. Imagine she has to pick. Like, that's horrible.
I don't know.
I gotta find her.
We all did.
He did the right thing. Shooting her like that.
Oh, Rick.
I would have done it too.
I thought he was talking about Shane shooting up everything. No, he's talking about... Yeah.
He wants us off the farm. Shane, at least.
You see? Shane at least. What did I say last reaction?
Surprise.
Whoa.
The mother gunfire. More walkers could hurt.
Oh my god, and now let me just theorize, let me just talk about that as well. Like, last reaction, I don't know if I included it, I may have edited it out. I was speaking about Herschel's decision now and what he wants. I was going through my mind about how there's no way that he's going to allow us to remain on this farm, at least not Shane. Before Shane found out about his kid, well, Laurie's kid, I think he would have left easily. Like, I think he would have gone, because he was already thinking about it, right? I think it was something on his mind that he was going to go through with. Now that he knows Laurie's pregnant, like, what does that bring up that conversation? I think it will. And it will bring up a conversation with Rick and Laurie, and he doesn't want to leave, and all that nonsense. I can't figure out whether that's going to happen, the group's going to do that, or they're going to go with him, because then it may become a thing of, like, do we really force out one of our own, you know? Because they went back for Merle, even though what Merle was doing, like, they were very merciful back then, so I'm not sure that they'd be so quick to just sort of shift Shane out of the group. But if they do, who goes with him?
She was there all the time.
It's not your fault, Rick. What did I say?
Yeah, I always do, don't I? Went after her, protected her, but she still got bit. Carl still got shot.
So he's blaming himself.
Counting on me, and I had him chasing a ghost in the forest.
It's not fair that his decisions have had the consequences that they have, man. And I keep saying last reaction about that, I'm worried that something like this is going to change his character to be more cold, and it's going to shift him to more like Shane. Oh, oh gosh.
You got something to say there? What do you do to keep this camp safe, huh? What do? You fix up an RV? You babysit some guns? Now, you pointed one at my chest, right? But you just...
He's the voice of bloody
You couldn't
reason.
pull that trigger, could you? I'll smash that barn open. I'll say, Carl, that's me. That ain't you. That ain't Rick. That's me.
So self-obsessed with that idea of him being the one that's
time I
making
need
the
a-
right decisions.
A radiator hose. I give you a call, man.
I feel like bad. Like, you know what? Let me know in the comments. I haven't actually engaged in a video with the comments yet. So let me know in the comments. Like, at this point in time, don't spoil anything beyond. What were your thoughts on Shane? Because all I can see is red. All I can see is anger. And as much as I can sit there and I can think based on ultimate survivalist viewpoint and personal protection, what Shane does is right. But morally, almost always wrong. Survivalist? You've probably kept us alive for a bit longer if something was to go wrong. You increased our probability of staying alive. But, in turn, you've also decreased that probability by getting us yeeted from the farm or risking our position on the farm. Like, to act all high and mighty like you saved Carl, you did this, you did that. You may not have saved Carl, you may have just killed Carl. You do not know that. Like, your decisions, consequences, maybe they come later. Maybe the consequences of your actions are delayed. And I don't want to hate Shane, but at the moment, and what he's turning into, is not good.
She didn't cry herself to sleep. She didn't go hungry.
She was
She didn't
bitter.
try to find her way back. Sophia died a long time ago.
Yeah. And I guess the thing about how she ended up where she did, and maybe she just wandered with her toy down to that lake. I don't agree with Herschel, but, like, I feel so bad for him. It's one of those situations where you don't have to agree with the way someone acts and what they do and stuff, but you can sympathise with them, you know? That's the other thing. If he always thought she was still alive, did he ever grieve? With that belief system, I don't think you can grieve, man. This is not a good day for us, man.
If I'd burn it anymore, we could have been overrun.
Good thing Shane did what he did when he did.
Really? Is that actually your belief?
right. It wasn't.
See?
It'll cost us with Herschel.
He's grieving. He'll come around.
You see,
You
T-Dog
have
and Andrea are siding with
I
Shane.
should too. This wasn't all Shane.
Look, I got no qualms about it. Walkers in my backyard?
Wow.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't have taken care of the problem, but
See the
creating
divide?
a panic
There's no
to...
point arguing about it. It's done.
Exactly. Just
There's nothing we can do about it.
there's only one person splitting this group right now, and it's Shane. Don't let it be all of us.
So if your group leaves, you wouldn't stay?
Oh wow.
I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, I didn't know. Do you think this is really the time? I'd want to.
What the hell?
Sweetie, can you hear me?
What
What's
happened?
wrong with her? She might be in shock. Where's Herschel?
It looks like you found an old friend.
What's the bar in town?
Hatlands.
He practically lived there in his drinking days.
So that's where he's gone.
And that's where I'll find him.
Yeah, I've seen the place. I'll take you.
Go on, Glenn.
Rick? You want to have a conversation about this before you leave?
So you seriously gonna go after this guy with everything that's going on, huh?
Oh, go away, Shane.
That's right.
It's the least I can do for Herschel after we... What? What?
Oh, Shane, you're just annoying me. Go away. He's just trying to help.
We need Herschel for the baby.
You see how it changed his mind? What did I say?
I'm going after him.
But he is getting a bit colder, by the way. And I keep saying that. I worry that all these wrong decisions and consequences will do that. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gave myself a fright. What's she doing in the woods?
You alright?
The hell?
Everybody thinks that I'm a... I was just trying to keep everybody safe.
Shane's trying to keep everyone safe.
I had
But
no idea she was in there.
See, these are the scenes that make me feel bad for him, because I can potentially look at his eyes and see like good intention, but like how many second chances do you give
It's
someone?
going to hell. Oh, there are people in this group who think that what Shane did was justified.
Well, you two can't stand each other, but he did something that needed to be done.
Because he's dangerous.
Yeah, he's a hothead.
No, Laurie, he's dangerous. I think he killed Otis.
Whoa.
Otis was killed by walkers.
He knew how to handle walkers. Otis was the one who was putting him in the
You
barn.
need to be really clear with me right now. What are you saying?
Christ.
I believe
So he's brought it up?
that Shane sacrificed Otis.
Shane may be a hothead, but he's not a murderer.
He is though. That's the thing.
why
You
would
don't
he
know
kill
your
somebody who's trying to
group.
help?
I don't know, maybe he was pinned down. I'm telling you, I knew guys like him.
That's crazy that he's brought that up to Laurie, man. And now she's gonna start thinking that, and everyone may start thinking that. But yeah, let me just get to my Shane thoughts, because I feel like the last two reactions have been me just bashing him, which I don't want to do. But it's just, that's why I like what the show is. It sends you emotionally to really think about things, and really it's conflicting. It's really conflicting. Do I think he's got good intentions? For the most part, yes. Sometimes I just see a nasty sliver. I'm gonna say that, but when he does the things he does, do I think that he just does them because he can do them? No. I think he thinks about stuff and he makes decisions like that, and I think it's, like Laurie says, being a hothead. Like him killing Otis, wrong. Blatantly wrong. Did he do it for Carl? Yes. Did he do it for Laurie? Yes. Did he do it for himself? That's not for me to decide or judge. The whole thing with the barn. Did he do it for because he could? No. Did he do it to protect the group? Yes. Did he do it because he thought it was the best thing to do survival-wise? Yes. But did he think about any other scenario? Did he think about the consequences later down the line? No. And I do not know what to think. It's not like I hate his guts and want him to die. Jesus Christ. But it's like, I think he needs to be put in his place a bit.
Maggie says she loves me.
Yeah. Talk to Rick.
She doesn't mean it. She's probably feeling
I
like...
think she's smart enough to know what she's feeling.
No.
Finally, a normal conversation, man.
Ellen, it's
Hold on.
pretty obvious to everyone Maggie loves you, and not just because you wanted the last man standing. So what's the problem?
There's no
I
problem.
didn't say it back.
Oh, jeez.
We barely know each other. What does she really know about me? Nothing. We're practically strangers.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a good
The
thing.
last thing you are is a jerk,
Something we
man.
don't get enough of these days. Enjoy it.
Exactly. Come on,
When we
Rick.
get back, return the favor. It's not like she's going anywhere.
I know about Laurie.
I figured.
Just don't even bring it up, man. It's...
Sorry I kept it from you.
Don't be. You did what you thought was right.
See what? Rick is just so
Some happens it
understanding.
wasn't.
That's why he is... Maybe that's what it is. Shane is just not understanding.
Would you look and uncurl for me?
Of course.
Where the hell's Laurie going?
We need Herschel.
Yeah. So what?
I need to
So I
find
need
him.
you to run into town real quick and bring him and Rick back.
Why would you send another solo person?
You want to fetch him yourself. I got better things to do.
What's the matter with you? Why would you be so selfish?
Selfish? Listen to me, Olive Oil. I was out there looking for that little girl every single day.
Wow.
I took a bullet and an arrow in the process. Don't you tell me about me getting my hands dirty. You want those two idiots? Have a nice ride.
He just feels like he's let people down. Poor guy. But then Laurie's gonna go, man. Oh, for God's sakes. Here we go. So is something about to happen, and well, at least I guess someone's going to help them, if we're foreshadowing that, but... So this is grieving.
How many you had?
Not enough.
Beth collapsed. Is in some sort of state.
Yeah, come on, Herschel.
Maggie's with her.
Be your anchor,
but
man.
Beth
Be your anchor.
needs you. You thought there was a cure.
It's not your fault,
Can't
man.
blame yourself for holding out for hope.
Hope.
There's always hope. Let me guess, she's going by herself as well. Rule number 1, do not go alone, man. Yeah, then maybe another person goes. Or maybe, you know, like it's just... Oh my god. Ah, do not text and drive. I know she wasn't texting, but for God's sakes.
Just go.
I promised Maggie I'd bring you home safe.
Like you promised that little girl.
Wow.
You people are like a plague. I do the Christian thing, give you shelter. And you destroyed it all. You're supposed to be their leader. Well, I'm here now. All right?
Exactly. Come on, Rick.
There is no hope. And you know it now. Like I do.
God damn it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. To be honest with you, I don't know how you guys are still enjoying these reactions. Like, it literally just feels like I'm mad. I feel emotionally confused. I do not understand how that is entertaining. So Herschel's lost hope, and I don't think he's getting it back, guys. I just don't. After what Shane did, I think it's just broken him. I don't think there's a way of fixing that. In terms of Rick, I think Rick is turning. Like I said, I think slowly his faith is waning, and slowly he is becoming a bit colder, and slowly he's just losing faith in his ability. And I don't like it, but it's happening. It's almost like a mirror here. Like, I think they're kind of looking into each other and seeing themselves. Like, it's... Maybe Herschel sees himself in Rick. That's why he's taken liking and accepted him and helped him. And maybe he sees himself, and maybe he sees that faithful, hopeful, caring soul.
You ready? Yeah. Man, how many times do I have to do this?
Look, I'm done. You know what? This isn't about what we believe anymore. It's about them.
The people we love, man. Oh...
Son of a bitch.
Shoot!
You're alive.
Who the hell's that? They're
Dave.
alive.
The scrawny-looking douchebag there is Tony. Eat me, Dave.
For
Hey,
God's
maybe
sake.
something that I will.
What the hell's happened?
We met a 995 coming out of Philly.
Why did I get a bad feeling from these
Sorry to hear
people?
that.
Nah, this isn't good, man. I've got...
The days of new friends.
No. I've got a
Like
bad
that.
vibe.
You fellas are a long way from Philadelphia.
Feels like we're a long way from anywhere. Every group we came across had a new rumor about a way out of this thing. One guy told us there was a
Oh, when he turned up, when he said, they're still alive, did he mean like they're not walkers?
Kansas, Nebraska.
Nebraska. Low population, lots of
Wow.
guns. Kind of makes sense.
You ever
So
been
is
to
that the
Nebraska,
next
kid?
move then, Nebraska?
How about you guys?
Fort Benning eventually.
I hate to piss in your cornflakes, officer, but we ran across a grunt who was stationed at Benning. Said the place is overrun by land brains.
Wait, Fort Benning is gone?
God damn it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you guys are hanging your hats here. You hold up somewhere
You
else?
see? Oh!
Not really.
Go on, Rick.
Well, we're thinking of setting up around here. Is it safe?
It can be. Though I've killed a couple walkers around here.
Walkers. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
We need to get out of this situation as fast as bloody possible. This guy's not got a kind face.
So what? You guys set up on the outskirts or something? A new development? Farm? Old MacDonald.
God's sakes. Oh, for... Yeah, well, but see what I mean? Have some bloody decency, man.
You got food, water? You got coos? So listen, Glenn.
We've said enough.
Well, hang on a second. This farm sounds pretty sweet. Don't it sound sweet, Tony?
Yeah, real sweet.
How about a little Southern hospitality? I don't see why you can't make room for a few more. We could pool our resources and manpower.
Look, I'm sorry, that's not an option.
Yeah, it's not an option. You know, that's the thing. You've got to be cold. But then, if you just think just a little bit, other than the fact that these guys are just acting suspicious and creepy as hell anyway, if Herschel had that mindset when Rick came knocking, Carl would be dead. Keep your hat.
We got people we gotta look out for too.
We don't know anything about you.
No, that's true. You don't know what we've had to go through out there.
Maybe Merle's there, man.
So come on, let's take a nice friendly hayride to this farm and we'll get to know each other.
No.
Rick.
It's bullshit. Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. Don't ever tell me to calm down.
Whoa.
I'll shoot you 3 assholes in the head and take your damn
Whoa, relax.
You see what I mean? Like, you can just
Nobody's
tell.
killing anybody.
There's a gun under the
Just
bar or
friends having
something.
a drink, that's all.
There's a gun under the bloody bar.
Where's the good stuff? Huh? Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
You'll have to keep looking.
Keep looking. Where do you suggest we do that?
I hear Nebraska's nice.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy.
Ooh! Holy shoot, Rick! Bro, that's the thing. Bad people. And like, do I feel sympathy that they just killed them? A little bit, because they were just looking for someone to be, but do they just seem like it's all about our own. But then the thing is, that's Shane's mindset, isn't it? Oh, my brain! I'm beginning to really like this show, guys, for how intricate it is and thought out it is. Once again, who's having to make the decision? Okay guys, that is the end of a very, very, very confusing episode and thought-invoking episode. I don't think I need to talk about Shane anymore, guys. We've talked about him like mental, and I think we should just sideline that for a bit. In terms of other than that, the character or the situation we're in at the moment, trying to see how we fix what we have with Herschel and the people at the farm, whether that's possible. I do not think he welcomes Shane with open arms anymore. I do not. And I still expect that divide to come, guys. I still expect people to go their separate ways depending on their beliefs, really. That's what's going to come down to. The most important thing that I've sort of gathered from this reaction comes towards the end, and that is Herschel's beliefs and what he's sort of how he's been affected by this like onrush of reality, you know, because they were well and truly separated from the world at the farm. They never had time to develop in the way that our characters, our survivors, have. We're in a situation where we had quite a new person, a newbie, similar to what Rick went through, you know, similar to what Rick went through coming into the apocalypse late. I feel like that's a little bit similar to what Herschel's just experienced. Not, obviously it's not the same, not even close, but it's, the concept sort of aligns a bit. He's had to experience it all, like the floodgates have opened, boom, everything's happened at once, crack, 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 he's lost the plot, and he's ended up where he is. I think he needs Rick. That support, because he, like Rick, has had the world of weight on his shoulders. He's had to carry this group and look after this group and protect this group and try and keep it safe by himself. He has been that person up top, and as much as we've got able bodies and people helping, the person who leads the group, the person who makes the decisions that ultimately affect the group, in my opinion, have the biggest toll and the biggest weight to carry. That's why Rick's job is so much harder than a lot of people are making out. Because his decisions always have the consequences. Other people just follow. They don't have the consequence or the moral weight of making that decision. Rick does, every single time. I don't know, I've got a feeling we're reaching a bit of a peak for Rick and then it's going to drop. I've got a weird feeling that that's what he's headed towards guys, a bit of a downhill. Because I don't think every character is going to have a linear forward-based progression. I do not think that's the case. And yeah, so it's been about Herschel and a bit about that and about his decision going forward, the fate of Shane, the fate of the group, the fate of Laurie and the baby, and the fate of all of it. The fate of Laurie as well. Jesus Christ, like, I'd completely forgotten about that. She's just crashed in the middle of nowhere. She's now missing. Like, for God's sakes, like, why did she leave? It just blows my mind. Maybe she would have been needed in another scenario. Maybe when her going would have had different outcome in a different scenario. But the scenario we have been dealt with, the card we have been dealt, is Laurie, I'm guessing in the middle of nowhere, with walkers, well, a walker at least, I don't know how many they're going to be, by herself, middle of nowhere. What does she do? I don't know. Does she make it back? I bloody well hope so. Does it cause another issue with Herschel? Does it cause another search party? Another use of resources? Oh, I mean, it's going to be, Laurie's going to get blamed. I mean, it's going to be like, Rick's going to get blamed because he went off despite the interest of the group, and it's just continuing this never-ending cycle of argument that I'm finding, or intergroup conflict, which I do not enjoy. That's what we're dealing with. Bloody hell. Is there anything else we need to talk about? I guess the last thing I want to say is we've just gotten our first real glimpse. I think it's our first proper glimpse into the negative of humanity, the bad of humanity, and being exposed to people that do not have good intentions. I do not believe that these people that we've just met, of course it's a gamble on Rick's part having to kill them, it's not his fault, he was defending them. These people did not seem good or have good intentions. I mean, they pulled a gun first. It's like they were there to intimidate, right? Obviously you have to look at their situation and think, okay, they've probably been picked for that reason, and they are doing what they do for the reason of survival, and that's always got to be a thought in our mind. What would you do to survive? What have we done to survive, or what other people do to survive? It's not black and white. We've had the first proper scare. Like, if they managed to get back and find us, if they managed to find the farm, I do believe it would have broken it. And they are dead. So hopefully that's the end of that, but is it really going to be? Someone comes for revenge if someone finds the bodies and goes looking for whoever's done it. There's gunshot wounds. Like, it's not obviously not zombies. So yeah, we've got a lot to deal with, guys, emotionally. But I do think that we've reached a point that we may get a few more happy moments, maybe. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you enjoyed the video, as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel Reid with 2 Ds. And let me know your thoughts down below about this emotional roller coaster. I think that's all I got to say. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. As ever, this has been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.